After getting my heart broken by Eddie Lacy in the Super Bowl, one of my biggest supporters, Chris Rico, left a comment on that video and said, "Hey Tech, want to borrow my 24-hour bow for a season?" And I was ecstatic. Now, I didn't know if he was serious or if he was messing with me, but yesterday he initiated a trade for Mr. Boss Bo Jackson. That's right, the 24-hour edition card. Now, I've told you many times that the reason why I make YouTube videos is to be able to have a forum where I can post MUT content and other video game content, but most importantly, have a group of supporters that can enjoy the content with me. And what better example than my biggest supporter, one of my biggest supporters, Chris Rico. So he let me borrow the card, and I'm showing you the stats right here, right in front of you, which I think is awesome. So I decided to make him start and make him a new addition to the truck squad, along with my favorite running back this year, ultimate legend Marshawn Lynch. So we jump straight into the gameplay because I don't want to keep you waiting. 3rd and 5. I knew I had to get some yards after a couple tough yards from Bo Jackson himself, and right here I complete the pass to Pierre Garçon, and he celebrates early, avoids a tackle, and then showboards into the end zone. Calm down, cuz. Calm down, cuz. This ain't your highlight video. Anyway, speaking of still in the spotlight, 2 plays in, and we got no Bo content for you. Because NFL Draft, Kevin Johnson picks off the ball and takes it all the way for 6. Anyway, my opponent has the ball on 3rd and 8, tries to avoid the sack, but cannot complete it to his final addition, AJ Green. Speaking of him, tomorrow you're gonna see some footage from final edition AJ Green, but there's a man of the hour, Boss Bo, who's going to run it in for the touchdown. 1st and 10. Once again, my opponent tries to force it to that final edition, AJ Green just disrespecting the card, and I keep the lead with the interception. At this point, we were up 21-0, and my opponent had to quit. So first game in, I can't show you guys a lot of content, but you know I'm not gonna leave you there. We gotta give you plenty of this Boss Bo gameplay. And you can see I'm pumped up, but my opponent has the ball first. 3rd and 11, he tries to streak it up to his Vincent Jackson card, but no. But then we give it to Boss Bo Jackson. He breaks the tackle, and he's off to the races, and he outruns 4th of July Ronnie Lott for the touchdown. So that's the 2nd touchdown that we've seen in this video from Boss Bo. On 3rd and 9, my opponent cannot get the first down. We stop him short, but he's gonna go for the no-huddle offense. So on 4th and 7, he's gonna drop back. We bring the blitz, but Carl Mecklenburg with the tip. Then we give it to Bo Jackson, who breaks the tackle, breaks another tackle, but finally gets brought down. 3rd and 3, we complete the ball to Boss Bo, but unfortunately he cannot break that tackle, so we have to settle for the field goal to put us up 10-0. In the 2nd half, we get the ball back, and after having a nice drive, Boss Bo tries to break some tackles, is unable to, so we complete it to Marshawn Lynch, and the 2nd member of the truck squad brings it in for the touchdown. 2nd and goal. I didn't even want to show this, but that was final edition Eddie Lacy scoring a touchdown against us. So right there, oh my God, could the comeback be on? We're up 24-6, but right there, Charles Woodson gets the pick. And then he chunks it up to his Jimmy Grant, and Carl Mecklenburg gets burned. But once again, I'm not gonna stop there. We're gonna give you the 3rd game of this video. And we start off with my opponent completing it to Vincent Jackson for the first down, 3rd and 6. He gives it to his Marshawn Lynch. And unfortunately, he can't get the first down, so he has to settle for the field goal. 1st and 10. RG3 drops back, and is that Boss Bo at wide receiver? That's right, y'all. For this 3rd and final game, I said, you know what? I wanted to put him at receiver to showcase his skills. But my other receivers on the team, in this case, my tight end, wanted to show it off. But when we need those hard yards, who do we give it to? Bo Jackson, who spins off a tackle and runs it in. 3rd and 7. My opponent has the ball. He gives it to his 4th of July Vincent Jackson, who spins in for the touchdown. 4th and 10. We have the ball, and once again we completed to this Vernon Davis. I left this in the highlight because, guys, that has been my favorite tight end of the entire, but wait a minute, there's Boss Bo. There's Boss Bo with the tough yards. And what I loved about this card is I felt like it was so tough to bring him down. 3rd and 13. We complete the nice pass to, that's right, is that 4th of July, Larry Fitzgerald? I did pick him up before this video, but speaking of a beast, there's Vincent, there's Bo Jackson, the other Jackson with the touchdown. So I've lost count of how many touchdowns we've got with Boss Bo. And right there on 3rd and long, we get the sack and we get the ball back. And once again, there's Bo Jackson at receiver, stiff arms, and can't quite get it into the end zone. But you know what the deal is. We're gonna give him the ball and he's gonna bring it in for the touchdown. So we're up 21-10 at this point, 1st and 10. My opponent throws the ball deep and Parrish Cox is there for the interception. And right there, my opponent is gonna call it quits. Now, you guys may be wondering, what is my final opinion on this card? Well, I gotta be honest with you. If I have to be 100% honest, this is the first 24-hour edition boss card that I have had all season. I know it comes late, it comes all the way in July. But I have to admit to you guys, this card is pretty beast. Right there, he was actually a receiver. He mossed some people. As a running back, he mossed some people. As you can see right here, he does run people over, but there were several times that I got caught from behind. And I don't know if it is indeed the fact that at this stage in MUT, there's a lot of speed on the field, but I felt for a card that had 102 speed and 105 acceleration, I should have been shredding people game after game after game, and I really wasn't. I really wasn't. Most of the touchdowns that I scored with this card, this is a bad example, were actually short-range touchdowns. So is he worth it? I really don't think he is. I've seen more highlights and more breakaway speed plays from the original Bo Jackson, but that could have been because when that original 99 overall Bo Jackson was released, you didn't have the ridiculous speed across the board that we see. But listen, I shouted out Chris Rico. Man, you are the effing man. I appreciate you for giving this opportunity, but I also want to shout out one of my special subscribers, Logan Cobb, who has a special condition that makes so that whenever he bleeds longer and it's harder to stop for him. He's a huge fan. He's been asking me to shout him out. Hey, shout out to you, Logan. Thanks for the support. But guys, go ahead and take care of yourself. Continue supporting the video, and tomorrow we will come back with the final edition AJ Green gameplay. I love you guys. I mean that with all honesty. Please like this video, subscribe if you're new so you can join the team and the movement. And most important, take care of yourself. Peace. That's right, before we go into All Madden first string, we first have to prove ourselves in one game. In one game. All those players I've shown you have been great, but now we got to put it all together in the same position. Technically, we had 2 games to do it, but it was time for Eddie Lacy and the rest of our acquisitions to show it on the field when it counted.